on this episode number 40 of Grow My Cleaning Business to $1 million. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support along this journey. 40 weeks into it with tracking everything. It's been difficult, to say the least. What's been difficult about it? One is whenever things go wrong, it's hard to post about it. Um, and sharing the downs of the whole journey has been kind of like an ego hit, but regardless, on the other side of it, when I do share the downs or the L's, I am able to articulate and kind of comprehend the whole situation at hand to the point where that lesson hits deeper, and I'm able to walk away from that lesson with a lot more. So that has been a huge thing, during this episode 40, um, and seeing my growth when rewatching episodes has been huge, 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 huge. But let me dive into a little bit, like, as to what to expect from this whole episode and journey. Obviously, the name, scaling my business or growing my business to $1 million, $1 million in revenue. The U.S. has been printing money out of the wahoo, so eventually, I have no doubts that I'm going to be able to hit that figure just based off of the cost of everything going up. Because as a business owner, if you're providing value in a product or a service in a economy where they're just printing the money, you're gonna be able to increase your price of your goods. It's just a given, you know. Given that if you have more of what you're exchanging in value, the price is going to go up because there's more circulation. But I don't mean to give you a macro level, a macro economics course. Being a business owner, this is something that I've realized and kind of tapped into my overall freedom of freeing up my time for working for other people, is understanding macroeconomics and where to position yourself in the current economic realm that we're in. Um, I guess that's what we'll touch on in this video, is to why would you even want to become a business owner. I'll touch base on that, and I'll also touch base on, I'm pulling up to the gym, by the way, but I just wanted to share my 2 cents. Literally, the only time I could really go live or anything like that is while I'm driving, which is kind of sad. But hey, the life of an entrepreneur and parents now, right? So I just give these 10 minutes of my time. All right, so I'm gonna go into that, and then I'll share with you the current status of where we're at in this 40-week journey of consistently putting in work to grow the business to $1 million in revenue. But number one, as to why we want to be a business owner. If you do not own assets during this, hey Hussein, where are you coming in live from? What's up, brother? Much love. If you do not own assets, no matter what country you're in, you will always be a slave to the dollar or to whatever currency is being exchanged for a act of service, an act of purchasing a product. Any exchange of value, you're going to be a slave to it. The reason we want to own assets, shout out to Robert Kiyosaki. He was one of the first authors. I guess he co-authored the book, but he was one of the first people to really allow me to think in a different way about assets, and assets putting money in my pockets, liabilities taking money out of my pocket. When we own assets, that asset is able to retain value a lot more, equity, and we're able to earn cash flow from that asset, and we're able to leverage that asset. And assets could be anything from real estate to crypto to commodities to stocks to bonds to well, I guess kind of bonds in a way, which is basically just I'm not going to go into deep into it. But another thing is our business, right? If we are actually producing value to our customers, and our customers, how are we able to perceive that as actual value? It's customer feedback. If the customers are able to let you know, like, hey, I appreciate what you're doing for me, I'm going to tell Sal.
Hi, yes, I was actually calling to see if you guys had availability to shampoo carpets before this weekend by any chance.
Yeah, we can totally do that for you. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name's Angela.
Angela?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good, Angela. How's your morning going?
So far, so good.
Good, good. And I'm assuming you're getting your carpet shampooed, or you're wanting to get your carpet shampooed because you're expecting like guests this weekend, or did you have a spill? Like, what's the reason for you to want to get your carpets cleaned?
Yeah, we're gonna have like a little barbecue on Saturday, so last minute type of deal, and yeah.
Okay, that's fun. And you said you're having it on Saturday?
On Saturday, yeah.
On Saturday, okay. Let's take a look here and see what we got. Okay. And how many hallways, rooms, steps, walk-in closets do you need shampooed?
So it's gonna be the living room, which is just open, no closets, nothing. The dining room, which is the same thing, just open. The, the living room, the dining room, then up the stairs, which are 14 stairs, and then the loft that's up there. And
Okay.
then there's like a hallway kind of where the loft is that goes to like leading to bedrooms.
Okay. Sounds good. And the hall. So I have a living room, dining room, loft, 14 steps, and a hall.
Correct.
Okay, let me just see what that looks like. We do have availability as well. Looks like tomorrow and Friday. So we have options here. Let me see what this is. Oh, here we go. Basic. Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my calculator to work. All right, here we go. Oh, that's done with there, maybe. No, I've never had that problem. So let me just in the carpet.
No, just I guess just dirt.
And when's the last time you had your carpet professionally cleaned?
It's been a while. Honestly, probably like I think we moved here for five years ago, and we did it when we first moved in, and that was it.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So
I know that dining room area is more high traffic area, and the stairs, of course, but like the living room and the loft area are not so bad.
okay, thanks for that information, Angela. So what I could do is give you a price range without seeing it, and then it's just dependent on the condition. Once we get there, the price will fall within that price range, assuming you don't have extra rooms or any rooms are over 300 square feet, and there's nothing unsanitary. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I have 325 to 399, just depending on how soiled those spots are. And like I said, we do have availability as soon as tomorrow. If you want to get that off the list.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let me give a phone call to making sure what time tomorrow do you have?
Let's see. What time did you need?
That's whatever you guys work. I just have to make sure someone will be there. So what do you have? And they can try to. Usually they're pretty good about moving their schedule around.
Okay. And when you say by they, or is it not for you?
No, it is for me. It's for my house, but I work all day. I work from home, but I will be on a computer all day, so I won't be out there. So I would need somebody else to be here with me.
Okay, gotcha. And it'll be both
If that makes
Thursday and yeah, it makes sense. It'll be both Thursday and Friday where you'll be on the computer.
Thursday. And, so yeah, correct. I work Monday through Friday. So.
Okay, gotcha. Pretty much anytime after 10 till about 3 or 4 were available as of right now. But we have been getting a lot of calls this morning, and you know that's something that we could get booked up soon. And then on Friday we have 8 to 11 arrival window, and 12 to 3.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Let me give them a call. I'm going to assume that Thursday. I'm going to shoot for that Thursday 10 to. I think you said the 10 to 3 window.
So that one's a 10 to 1. We do also have a 12 to 3 on that day, so we're pretty open right now. Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a call right back. I'm going to see if that 10 to 1 window works and call you right back.
All right, Angela, sounds good. I will talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye. All right, cool. That was just a call that I had with a potential customer's lead from Google. So I have a feeling that she's maybe like a 8 out of 10 on the temperature scale of wanting to book a service. This guy, I was diving in deep for those that are just tuning in as to why you want to be a business owner. But that call came up, so I took it live. So I'm assuming she's probably going to call back in like maybe within 30 minutes. If she doesn't call back in about an hour, my goal is to have an AI that automatically calls her and just checks in with her, and it is also able to send an automated text message as well to her. But that's kind of how a conversation goes when I vet these calls. It's really easy. But then again, I didn't start here. I was making customer service calls. I have experience doing cold calling. I first started cold calling when I was a sophomore in college, just calling and asking people if they want to take surveys. I was that guy. But you learn a lot of character as you do these things that require rejection. So don't be afraid to get rejected. I get rejected every day. It still hurts, but that just knows that we're alive. That's just for you to know that we're alive, right? I'm looking at the comments down below. Are you conservative? I don't give a shit about any of that. I'm me. I have values of liberals and conservatives. I have values of, or not values, but I have views that I agree with of both sides. I have views that I agree with that don't even pertain to both sides. I am me. And that's the thing is, during this day and age, you can see that there is a power, and I'm not going to go too deep into this. There is a influence out here that wants to separate us as humans, and instead of love, they want to separate us and prevent us from loving each other. I don't give a damn whether you're conservative or liberal. Be real. I'm gonna be real. I gotta hit my workout though, so I'm gonna cut this short. I do want to touch into my last portion that I was going to share here about how where I'm at in my cleaning journey or growing the cleaning business. Over those last 3 weeks, I actually purchased a new, well, it's a 2000 van. It has a Butler carpet cleaning system in it, and this was an asset that I acquired right around $9,000. This $9,000 is a tax write-off for us. So we're going to be able to save on taxes at the end of the year. And it's an asset that's going to be generating cash flow, as I talked about in the beginning of my interview here. Or Zoom here, not Zoom, live. Jeez. So I have that, and I'm able to leverage against it if I do want to take a loan out on it for whatever reason. If we are taking out loans Make sure that whatever you're going to invest the loan in is going to be enough to pay back the loan plus profit. I like to do about 10-20% profit, obviously more if I can. At the very minimum, 10%, no matter what I'm leveraging, whether it be an asset, whether it be someone else's time, whether it be someone else's equipment, whatever. I try to gain back 10%. That's just a principle I live by. As you go about this thing, you're going to start to realize, like, hey, these are certain practices that I should be consistent in as I'm doing this. So look at the strategy guide, the playbook. And for those that are familiar playing video games, you ever played a video game and you get to a certain level in the game where it just stops being fun and you're fighting this boss in the game that's incredibly difficult to beat, and you thought of everything and it just keeps failing. For those that are my 90s babies, you remember, I hope you do. Oh, this thing came out of the hole. Oh, no, there it is. I hope you do. The strategy guides. When you're able to read a strategy guide, it shows what steps you should follow in order to beat that boss. And that's my goal here, is to give you guys that strategy guide to beat that boss in your life, in your current situation that you're in. I'm extremely grateful and blessed to be able to have the new acquired asset of this van that has the Butler carpet cleaning system in it, because I'm able to, I'm paying off this truck that I'm sitting in. I got about $3,000 left to pay off. Alhamdulillah. I am so grateful for that. I'm getting over a sickness right now, so please excuse the stuffiness. But that is something crazy to even say, that I'm going to pay off my car, and I will no longer have a car note. Excuse me. So, that's where I am in my journey. I'm still leveraging subcontractors and making sure their values match mine. The next step going into, it's basically, we're going into fall. We're in fall right now, but we're going into winter, is I'm cutting out all my unnecessary expenses to reduce overhead in the wintertime, because revenue does drop. So I'm going to be cutting out the CRMs that we don't need. I was using 2 CRMs to kind of test it out, see what I liked. I did like House Call Pro for a little bit, but I'm paying for the $189 one, and I'm not using all the features as much because I'm using Go High Level at the same time. And I would say Go High Level is a lot more what I'm looking for, because it has the automations that I need. In terms of scheduling, is what I loved House Call Pro for. I'm just going to use Google Calendar and plug it into Go High Level and integrate it into Go High Level and just use that booking feature. I also did use House Call Pro's time tracker for my employees and my subcontractors. So I'm just going to look for another, time tracker for these, for the subcontractors and our workers to use. So that's something I got to put into the works. And for those that didn't know too, I know this is getting a little bit longer than I thought. I'm probably going to work out for 45 minutes. I got a window cleaning today I got to do. Whew, man, it's a beautiful day. So, where was I? Yeah, so I'm cutting back on that. As of right now, revenue has definitely dropped for October and November by about, I need to look at the numbers, but I think it's about $5,000, maybe $7,000. Trying to think about where to patch that up. I was looking to do gutter cleaning. However, I'm not looking to advertise for gutter cleaning. I'm just reaching out to past clients of mine. So, A, I'm going to be doing that. B, I also gotten done with this AI course. That was a 14-day accelerated course. And boy, oh boy, it was just one after another, after another, after another. Talk about drinking from a fire hydrant. With just listening to this stuff. So I'm now done with that course. I'm re-listening to everything in there. And I realized that, there's, let me try this thing. Add a sticker, something you're surprisingly good at. Okay, whatever. Whatever that is. I guess I could add stickers onto this live. Excuse me. So, yeah, this is where we're at, man, in the whole journey. So, to patch up, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. To patch up for the loss of revenue for October, November, going into December, January, February, these next 3 months, I'm just looking to reach out to my current customer base, leverage AI for a lot of automations and generating content so that SEO and search engines can find my content when my customers or leads are out there, future customers are looking for my service that I can offer. So I'm going to be creating a lot more value in that sense and just going a mile deeper instead of a mile longer. Yeah, so that's pretty much it right now, guys. As to how the journey is going, week 40. I think week 40 is a huge milestone, man. I'm almost going on to 52 weeks. Dang it! I just realized I was going. I was on my car here, so the microphone's probably sound weird. I'm all stuffed up, anyways. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop out of here. Let me know what you guys are doing for this weekend. Yesterday was Veterans Day. I didn't even realize it. I was working yesterday. It was a hell of a day. Took the van into the shop and getting that worked on. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna hop off. Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy Maj. I'm gonna also be doing I'm already doing another series of outside of the box thinking, and on outside the box thinking, I'm just sharing with you guys the intellectual side of life, things that most people don't necessarily want to talk about in terms of like philosophical black sheep. Is that right? No, that's not black sheep. Not bamboo. I forget the word. It's slipping my mind. But those are the things that I wanted to touch on. Were I almost got it. Were those topics that taboo that people think are taboo, they don't want to talk about. I put that out here. I put it out for y'all so we can kind of just talk about things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I welcome any type of feedback, good or negative. Your boy's out here growing. I hope you're doing the same. Let's go. Let's get it today. Let's hit it. It's time to go. Peace, y'all. Much love. Assalamu alaikum.